Hello, hello. It's Monday. It's Monday, my dudes. How's it going? It's me, your fallen star, Nova Minokawa. Sorry, I'm tired. Very tired today. I'm tired, and I got some popcorn to wake myself up. Big congratulations to Radio Bonaire for getting first. Yeah, I can see I'm a little quiet next to music. It's because I have like, excuse me, this next up. My mic and my popcorn are interfering with each other. How about this? This should be around. Okay. Boosting up to 3% here. So what I got going on today is I have this poster idea that I want to draw, and I decided to lay it out with some screenshots before I got into it, but I'm possibly doing a con in April, and I have the very ambitious goal of doing 4 posters or 4 like prints to possibly debut at this thing while I sell the rest of my inventory from when I did a bunch of when I was in the game of doing cons and merch and stuff like that. I'm not really doing that anymore, but I have a bunch of inventory left over, and I was thinking maybe I'd have some prints ready for that. I don't usually do prints. I never really did prints. I know that's like a big thing to do. I guess it's because I personally don't own too many prints, but I know they're a popular item. And I like Freerun. I think Himmel the Hero poster might do pretty well, and I was thinking I'd do this sort of Baroque-ish style, right? And I would have this be 2 colors, just all in blue. Maybe like a pale yellowish tint for the white, for the background of it. Oh! Oh! Shh, you'll wake the starling sleeping on my head. Hi, Keys. Congrats on first fart. Anyway, I guess I should probably get into it. Okay. Don't know why I'm a little quiet here, but anyway, this is mostly like the layout. What I want to fill in these white areas with fancy filigree. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Is that 3? I guess it'd be 3. And I'm using elements from the show to sort of decorate it. So I have Fern's brooch that has already like filigree on it that I want to decorate, and then we have the magic circle here, which could be a good thing to have as well. Probably should have put this on a different layer. All right, wrong layer. I also want this symmetrical. Oof, it's gonna be complicated. So, doing okay, I suppose. It's been interesting, generally at work. By interesting, I mean like crazy, as it oft is. Change is scary. I guess I really don't have anything to talk about in that regard, but I just wanted to say, like, oh man, it's a little crazy right now, so there's that. Oh man, I really wish this symmetrical tool would take into account 2 of these symmetry lines. That way I could have it on either side as well. But how's everybody doing? How was your weekend? It was pretty warm where I am. But it's gonna be not that way for very long apparently, which is a big bummer. And I just know it's gonna affect the public transportation. I did get to walk around on Sunday though, which was very nice. I feel like I needed to touch grass, you know what I mean? I didn't touch grass, but I did feel some air, which was nice. Touching grass is good. Yes, we all need a little touch grass every now and then. Okay, I don't want to make this too complicated, but I also can't help myself. Yeah, tried to go see birds. We saw a little bit of birds. Mario had that picture that she just mentioned. But not too many. We're out and about. You had to spend a lot of money, effort, and time on your lawn specifically to touch grass. Oh, yeah. It's because you had more snow, huh? Damn. That sucks. Let me make sure that this text is centered. It wasn't. Okay, great. Now it is. However, this area touches more than this area. Hi, Katie. Thank you. I whip it out every now and then when I'm feeling like a cutie patootie. When I feel like I want to be small. I think it has definitely better hair rigging than my main model. I'm always no. Nah. Oh, just extra? Yeah, that's true. True. Oh my god. I'm a little out of practice speaking. I feel Mondays are hard for me to talk. I don't know why you know. Our streams are supposed to be relaxing, but I also am like trying to think of how to be, you know, engaging. And the answer is I'm not. Let me get some, I need more inspiration here. Where's that fern brooch? Okay, there we go. The star spin. Yeah, I really wanted my eyes to spin just when I blink, but because it's connected to the degree of my eyes open, it just kind of spins whenever I change adjustment to my eyes. So it's just spinning, it's free balling around in there. Just extra spinny, manically. I feel like there's a way to fix that, but I haven't figured it out. And I haven't touched live 2D in a while, so. I do have something special planned, but you guys have to wait to see when that is. Katie is a lover of art. You relate to that so much most of your time. You have nothing to say, so you sit there quiet on stream. Oops, it's hard. It really is. That's why it's so much better when you have a community that wants to like chat and stuff, but even then that's hard. I find that I don't necessarily talk in a lot of streams. I try, but the amount of effort I have to put into talking to people on stream is a little high for myself. But some people it's a little easier to talk about things. Come on, why isn't it symmetricaling? Turn on. Turn on. You end up hyper-focusing, forget that anything else is going on. I think it can be good, like, it's so much easier to stream when it comes to games because, it's engaging, you know? But for art, I guess I could talk about a lot of art stuff by itself, but I don't know. What does that retain? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, we got a lot of flowers here. Trying to think if I have a good story at all to tell. Probably not. Let's see, I saw my sister somewhat recently. Friday? Yeah. Friday, I saw my sister. She wanted to hang out for lunch, which she doesn't often do. That was nice. We went to get to brunch. Love me some brunch. Speaking of Fridays, yes. Oh, you're talking about this Friday? Upcoming Friday? Which, by the way, everybody should come see to the stream. Come here back on Friday, because we're going to do Streamer Sync. That one I'm really excited for. Like, that's going to be fun. I'm very excited for that. I actually had a dream about it recently where I messed up the stream so badly. It like stopped streaming in the middle or something, and I didn't have all the stuff prepared and felt like I was letting everybody down. But it won't be like that in real life. In real life, it's gonna be great. I don't really know why I was dreaming about that kind of thing. I don't feel particularly stressed about it because I have everything done. And I have some very cool guests, Keys being one of them, as my first set of guests. I don't know. My brain just wanted to find something to be anxious about, I think. Oh, hello, Rob. How are you? How's it going, my friend? Doing a lot of art I've been seeing. Happy to hear it. Happy to see it. Your eyes say sleepy, but you are fine. That's what I always say. And then I take a nap. It's what Himmel the Hero would have done. I think this is one of my favorite sayings from the show because of how it's memed. You can just say, Himmel the Hero would have loved this. Himmel the Hero, blah, blah, blah. It's good stuff. Just counting down the days until next Saturday. Oh, what's happening next Saturday? Something good. Your birthday? Hell yeah. Happy early birthday. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for your birthday? Hopefully something fun. I am a person who celebrates my birthday very frequently. I've always celebrated my birthday. I'm a little obnoxious like that. Welcome to Olge. Oh my god. It's drinking age for you? Damn. You're making me feel old. You remembered when you turned 18. It was a long time ago. Oh, Keys is having an existential crisis here. I mean, I don't remember necessarily specific... I remember parties. I don't really remember ages. 18 is... Well, I guess we're talking about 21 here. 21... I don't know. I was never interested in drinking, so I never did that. But I did... What did I do? I think I just go out and eat with friends and stuff like that. Old enough to go to a casino. Are you interested in those things? I was never interested in gambling either. I was boring from the get-go, but also I have all my money, so that's nice. Doesn't help that you can drink at 18 in certain provinces here, so that's 3 years younger prior to 21. Honestly, I think America should also allow drinking at 18. Not that I really care. It's just like, you know, it doesn't make sense. You still have to wait to 25 to rent a car, which also nuts. You treat it like an adult arcade. Okay, well, that's fun. There's no one to stop or keep going. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Don't listen to me. It was wild being 20 and forgetting that you couldn't buy beer in the US. Oh, yeah. It's weird. We're prudes about it for no reason. I need to look at filigree. I'm so pissed at just like all these Google searches and DuckDuckGo even, like any results you get and you say turn off AI and then you'll go to the site and it's like this was generated by AI. It's like, well, what's even the freaking point? Baroque filigree. As a graphic designer, I do feel like I just want to buy certain items to assemble it. Because you don't... Like, you're still creating something even though you're assembling pieces together. Composition and stuff is very important and whatever. I'm going to be redrawing all these things. This is sort of just like placeholders and stuff. But for these banners, I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. I can't be asked to do all of that. And I have this very beautiful font here that I purchased for a different commission, and it was perfect for this, so I was like, yeah. Big text, turn off the AI in really small text, summary only. I know. I have it turned off there too, and I have Firefox turn off all the AI features that they put on. It doesn't matter. You can't avoid it. You just have to be like ultra vigilant, which is very hard to do. You'll win eventually. This is bad advice. That's how I feel about things that don't matter. I got to play Flip 7. Got to play Flip 7 with Mortio's family recently. That was really fun. I'm glad I got to play it because it's such a low stakes game and just winning certainly doesn't matter. Just doing stuff for the bit is so good. So glad I got to play that. An old line, oh my god. Hi Amasha, are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling a little better. It's been a while, so hopefully all that soup and rest and NyQuil or whatever has helped you. An old online gaming buddy of yours is married to a video slot machine programmer. Ooh, how's it? I wonder how that's going. The art comment has been swimming your mind. You're just trying to figure out a good response to it. I don't remember already. My mind has already moved on to the next thing. But let me know when you have something. What happened? A little bit, but you're backing up. You're hacking up crap? Oh no. No. Drawing a lot? Oh, I was just saying that, you know, it's cool that I see you drawing a lot. I see that you've been doing a lot of stuff, and that's cool. I need to make this thicker. This needs to be thick. This might be like too flowery here. I don't know if this is quite right for the style I'm trying to go for. There will be more soup. Rest assured, Amasha will soup again. Apparently a big games demo happened recently, so there's like a bunch of demo stuff being demoed. So I was actually quite surprised with how many people responded that they wanted to play the Flock Together game, especially because it's not like very battle-y, it's just kind of like low stakes and everything. So I'm very happy that, you know, my buddies want to play some games with me. Stream Next Fest. Woo! I do not watch any of those things, but I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I gotta remind myself also that I have to update my Patreon. Technically, I have a Patreon. It's only at like a $1 tier, but I just kind of keep it around and then dump all my art in it. But I have not dumped it for this February because it's now March. Crazy. No, unfortunately there's no Patreon little doodad. I'm not really advertising it. I just kind of have it around. I don't know. It's like I show most of you guys the art that I do anyway, so there's not really a benefit to doing it unless you want to just pay me $1 every month. But I will have it all organized in one space. Like, sometimes I don't post things on Tumblr, sometimes I don't post things on Instagram. Sometimes if I remember, I'll post on Blue Sky, and then I don't do everything in our Discord either. So, but I do put everything on Patreon, so there's that. I don't know. There's nothing really interesting there, so I haven't done anything with it. I used to host a pin club that I really enjoyed doing for a while until it became too much TM for me. I don't know. I just haven't had the energy to like do anything with it. Maybe one day. There's another bird-related game that I saw that maybe I'll try to do at some point. It's a co-op just with like one other person. It's called an extremely hard game. The problem is I don't know how long these demos are. So I don't know if it is like worth doing a stream about, but maybe. Flock Around is pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it too. I've been watching, I have been watching the Instagram page for it for a while. So I've heard good things about it. I like what I've been seeing. So yeah. I can get 1 or 2 hours of it. Perfect. That's perfect. And up to 10 people, which that's so amazing. I like that. I'm glad that it's not just like 5 people or whatever. Or even then, I think a lot of these games, unless they have mods, are just like 4 people. Give me more slots to play with my friends. Pretend I have more friends. I'm gonna make everything blue. Just kind of wanna see what that would all look like. It's dark. Okay. It's gonna be eventually monochrome like this, so. The problem is that I don't want it to look too just disjointed, and it's kind of looking disjointed right now. Maybe I'll take out the magic circle and see how I do with just the filigree. Magic circle. Save it. Problem is all this stuff is kind of like, it's not nonsense, but it does feel a little like random. So coming up with a bunch of shapes is a little hard. Oof. I'm trying to do broad strokes too to sort of just get the feel for it, and then I can go over it nicer, but it's not looking great. Not loving it. I love everything else. It's like this filler spot that is very difficult. I'll put the butterfly here. Maybe my issue is that it needs more layers. Like, initially I thought maybe it would be it would be better if they were all sort of separated. But maybe I need to just do like more? Like if I do a lighter shade here. I don't know, man. This is difficult. This is a little bit out of my wheelhouse here about what to do for something like this. But I thought it would make a very interesting poster. Oops. All right, we need a little assistance with conversating, so I'm gonna go find a wheel to spin. 1 second. Wheel of conversation. Brow? Okay, hold on. Brow, that's your conversation topic. Okay. I saw some motherfucker disrespect Brow. I saw multiple motherfuckers disrespect Brow. How dare? How dare they do not understand the appeal of eyebrows or little guy. Like, I know, there's a doggy. We all get it. Doggy very cute. But don't you be disrespecting my man, Brout. It's the new Pokemon, new gen Pokemon. We talked a little bit about it in E33 stream last Friday. Oh my god, this banner's not symmetrical. I'm gonna freak out. Pokemon, yeah. Not to alienate anybody who aren't into Pokemon, but I'm just saying, Brout's great. You gotta give him a chance, cause you know that dog is gonna start going on 2 legs, and then everybody will be crawling back to Brout or Gekwa. Okay. Oh my god. Why is this wheel so scary? Had broken glass audio and everything. Did you hear that? That was weird. Anyway, you did hear that? That's crazy. Why was it scary? What was the last song I listened to? Boring. No one wants to hear about my J-pop. Where's the one place that you'd like to be able to teleport to right now? I don't know. I mean, right now I want to be here streaming, but if I get to teleport to any place, I guess, for For free? It would be easy to say, like, some other country, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of something more practical. Practical? What the hell am I saying? I'd like to go to, I think I'd like to go to this big local park that we have around here. It's rather big, and I want to go there to touch more grass, you know? You can't really get there via public transportation. I don't think you can at all, but so that's where I would like to teleport. But if you do want to hear about my J-pop, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. It'll be like, I listened to this song. I was like, cool, never heard of it, and I probably won't listen to it. How often are you like told by a friend or a family member, like, hey, have you heard this song? And you'll be like either yes or no. And if you said no, do you go and listen to it? Maybe they'll show it to you like right then and there, but do you go back to listen to it? Probably not. So it's kind of like you either like it and then you talk about it, or you don't. To be fair, it's more K-pop than J-pop. What, the things that you're into? Look at all these squigglies. You knowing songs. Try it. You honestly can't have this conversation with Mardio, because Mardio will not know any song you've listened to ever if it's in mainstream. He will, however, remember the one lead motif of a random NPC that happened one time in a video game. That's just facts. Though for those times, he has a much a way better ear than me. But God forbid you say the lyrics to a song, a widely popular song, you won't know it. And that's a superpower, I think. Okay, I think I'm just gonna it's gonna be just flower petals from the rest of the area here. Then we more or less have what we need for this. Right, guys, you can imagine this, right? It's very easy to imagine because I have it right here, but anyway. Whoa! Looking. Okay, well, we'll definitely have to have like some things in the background here, but approved. All right, I'll smush this all up into the sketch layer. So what I'm gonna do, so no one accuses me of tracing, is that I'm going to be putting on a second layer here, and all I'm gonna do is get proportions here. And then I'm gonna redraw all this. I kind of want his hands held like in his death pose. So this is all I'm gonna have. I'm gonna turn off the layers where they appear. Where is Freerun? Okay, just her pigtails. Just her pigtails. Okay, great. Gonna bring the text layer to the top because that's good as is. We don't need to change anything about it. What I do want to do is all this flower stuff, and you know me, I hate flowers. I hate doing flowers. But flowers we must do. We also gotta do a frame. Okay. Can I take this? Oh, it's gone. Dang. Gotta label this rough outline. Okay. Another. If I could be famous for one thing, what would it be? I don't know. This? That'd be kind of cool. That's the pipe dream. Okay, sorry. I needed to get all my water intake. Okay, I'm gonna get this guide going. I gotta know the frickin' center of the composition. Famous artist, streamer, and popcorn cruncher. Popcorn cruncher. I had to eat these I had to have popcorn because I was falling asleep. I took a half-hour nap right before I started. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Yeah, maybe there should be a popcorn emote. Okay. Now we bring out special ruler. No, wait, not special ruler. Figure ruler.
Water would be nice.
All right, I just drank some water. I'm gonna drink some more water. Thank you. All right, I'm out of water. Out of water. Okay. This looks about right, and let's make sure that's center. And I got a new lazy brush, which isn't actually very helpful because it's a lot thicker than I want it to be, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I have this triple brush. Let me make it a tiny bit bigger. Ah! Oh, that's something I never even thought about. it's thicker on one side, which means when it loops around. Look. Gosh dang it. No! I didn't think about that. Like that's way too thick. Dang. Alright. I was excited to show this new brush too. I thought it would save me time. Save me nothing. Alright, it's not a big deal to just do this more than once. I tell myself. Hey Mario, can you get me more water? Can you also get me a little cup of the yogurt drink? Thank you. Anybody a fan of Danimals back in the day? Man, Danimals were so good. Thank you. Mario didn't close the door to my room. I'm exposed. Mario forgot. Oh no. Oh no. What am I gonna do? Oh no. Mario. Mario's doing me a favor, but Mario also didn't close the door. Oh god. No. I'm vulnerable here. Why? No. What if someone gets me? I'm gonna be quiet until I get my door closed. Welcome to the ASMR portion of the stream. Here we have a nice little picture where we're going to do some picture frames. I probably should have separated this into a different layer. Oh well. I can see why they tell you not to whisper when you hurt your voice. It's actually much harder to do. A lot bigger strain. Yeah, separate out these guys. Eisen frame. Heiter frame. Wait, no. I didn't separate them. Heiter frame. Himmel frame. Okay. Save. Thank you. Yum. Okay. Door closed. Waters and yogurts given. Spin the wheel. What was the... Remove the song question. Nobody cares about that. What is the fruit that you prefer above all others? Okay. So as a child, I made it my identity at the age of 5 to be known as the strawberry lover. I would always say that my favorite food is strawberries, and I think it was that way until like after high school as well. I remember in kindergarten, just like one of those random things that you get as a kindergartner, like, write about this, write about that, what's your favorite this, what's your favorite that? And so I made my decision there and then. My least favorite food I wrote was pizza. Was never a big fan of pizza. And I made it my personality to dislike pizza for a while. I'm still not like super into pizza. I'll eat some pizza, but you know, as a child, everything's pretty extreme. So I was like, I never eat pizza. So no pizza parties for me. Did not. It would make a big deal about it. Very pick me. That persists to this day. No, I don't dislike pizza now just because. I just don't really care for it. I never did. But I'm just saying, like, before, it would have been a big deal. It's like, ew, I don't eat pizza. I like strawberries. Excuse me. Very, as the kids say, pick me behavior. I need to give these guys a color. Boom, perfect. I did get a bunch of strawberries arranged like a cake at some point. One of my friends surprised me with. That was very nice. I enjoyed that. I think strawberries definitely have gotten better over the years. Fruit has gotten better over the years. Sometimes it would just be water, you know? More sour than anything. Like, obviously you gotta pick for season and everything, but they're making the fruit better. Okay, I brought up a bunch of pictures of the flowers to draw on top. I had this brush where it would do lilies, which I thought was close enough as like a standstill, but now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just do the filigree first. I don't know. I guess I'll go for it. I just want to see if it will look nice at all. Also, I love putting things in folders, But some things don't really, it doesn't make sense to have like one layer in a folder. But then it looks ugly without a folder. I don't know. Prominent, I can spell. Okay, we'll see how it goes. This is a 8x10, but it's at 350 DPI, so technically it's bigger than that, and normal printing, which is 300. Not that it matters. Ooh, you know what? I need my stabilization really high for this. Making shit up, making shit up, making shit up on a Monday night. I haven't been around people for a bit as well, but then suddenly I have been. I'm kind of worried about getting sick. I feel like it's only a matter of time. Everybody around me is sick. Or at least I've heard a lot of people being sick. I just feel like it's a matter of time before it gets me, you know? If Mordio doesn't bring it to the library, then it's gonna be one of my family members. Wonder if that's like maybe the reason I've been sleeping a little more. I don't know. There's always a reason I'm sleeping, but I wonder if I'm sleeping off anything that could be going wrong with my body. Excuse me. It's pretty tough to avoid all vectors for sickness. I mean, if you're as much of a homebody as me, it's a little easier. Nova, this print. Oh, what's wrong with this print? It's good, right? It's incredible. Aw, thank you. Yay. I wonder if it'll do well, you know? This was supposed to be for an anime convention. I was gonna print like 10 maybe. See how it does. I'm gonna be sharing a booth with my friend, so it shouldn't be as expensive, but I went to it 2 years ago and it was $50 per table, per spot, you know. Now it's 100. Ugh, yay. And I'm splitting it, so it's gonna be 50 for me. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to get some of this going. Yeah, and I mean, 100 seems to be on the low side of things nowadays. It's like, wow, I sure hope I can sell enough stuff. Which con? I am debating whether or not I should tell people online, so I'm going to keep it private, but it's not a big thing, and it's like, it's not a big one, is all I'll say about it. I might disclose it. I'm not sure. For now, I'm gonna keep it a little private. I also don't know if I'm gonna be doing it, because even though my friend asked me to share a table with him, he didn't. I was like, okay, let me know when to send you the money. And he hasn't responded back to me, so I'm hoping it'll, you know, he's still doing it. I mean, if he doesn't, I'll just have this nice print for whatever, but it'd be nice to know. I think people who do cons are very strong. It's a tough game out there. And when I touched upon it once upon a time, I thought, well, I probably need a car for this. That pretty much killed my dream of doing that sort of thing. There was a point in my life where I thought, whoa, maybe I can do this instead of my real job. I very briefly thought that. There was no way that was going to ever happen, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the stuff I want, I'm doing well. And then when you don't do well, it's hard. I think I lucked out at the beginning, and then I used all my luck. Ugh. Amazing that I could do even a stroke remotely pleasing as that. Let's go. Yogurt. Yum, yum, yum. Flour. Hate these questions I'm getting. I feel more like interview questions. I don't get any of these. What's the best team you've ever worked on with? I think I do have an answer for this. So back in the day, I was super into Hey Arnold, the Nickelodeon show, and I had a friend who was pretty deep into the fandom space who asked if I wanted to do like a big party for that, like do merch for it and stuff, and throw a party. So I got to do that, which was really fun. I made a lot of stuff. I printed it out at my job. We cut out all the stickers and had our little corners. Corner, what are they called? It was like one of those things that just make it like a rounded corner. That was super fun. It was like one of the best times of my life. Very good team of just like 2, and then one other person, like a third person, helped us with stickers or like contributed with stickers, but that was very fun. I guess there's another, more of a team because it was more than 2 people, but when I worked on the Owl House zines that I was a part of, I did 2 of them with a very fabulous team. Things went wrong, but I felt so optimistic and secure with the people that were running it that it didn't even bother me. That was really nice, and I got to do the social media and the graphic design for it, and I put together the books, and I got to contribute to the merch. So I made a tarot card. I made a piece. Actually, I think I just did the tarot card, but I got to design the box for the tarot card as well. That was really nice. I really liked being a part of that. A circle. Did I say something that was circle related? Oh, rounding edges. I don't know if it has a like official name. It was just like an edge rounder. I don't think it was called a circle though. It was just like a hole punch that you put the side of a card in, and they'll make holes for you. I still have it. It's a really nice tool. I would love to make a Mordio Nova trading card looking item. Not that I would make a game, but I would like to just, you know how like Hololive has their own trading card game? It's sort of like that, you know? There's a bunch of things I would like to make. Mordio Nova cards, those would be fun. Yeah, it would be easy to do too. I just forget about doing it sometimes. Because there's some other merch adjacent items that I would like to do. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it sure would be. I have my computer next to me here, which has the ability to have a custom plate be attached to it. And so I would want to design something for it, but I am a little intimidated of the task. I kind of want to do the, I also want to do a desk mat like Katie did. I had this idea for a desk mat, but I just never got around to doing it because I didn't want to invest in it. But if you haven't seen it on Katie's Blue Sky, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. It's got a shrimp on it. It's got a nice looking shrimp. Okay, I'm just trying to add some line weight to this, but I'm not very line weighty kind of person, so it's kind of just random right now. He's so random. Shrimp. This is just one filigree. God, I hope I can finish this for the con. Shrimp. I also wish I could show you this drawing without me zooming in on everything. I need to zoom in on things. I feel like there should be some kind of nav viewer. There's this navigator, but hold on. Whoa. That was weird. Fit to screen? Oh no, that's just... Here, let me try something. I like what Lena posted in thing. Okay, hold on. Let's try to add this CSP full view. 1080. Oh no, that can't be a browser source. Window capture? Yeah. CSP full image. Ooh, it's not as blurry as I thought it would be. Though I gotta delete this random OBS browser source. All right, let's see how this goes. This way, you can see the image the whole time. Do you guys care about that? Like, if you don't see the full image at any point, do you like seeing the zoom-ins? Or would you rather see the entire picture the whole time? Because I could, like, have this off to the side somewhere. You're fine without it? Okay. You're here to hang. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I'm sure most people aren't like looking at it the whole time, but I wonder if it would be helpful for anybody who wants to like see it as it comes along. You don't think the full one needs to be visible, excuse me, at all times? All right, well, I'll just close it then, and if anybody feels differently, I can bring it up again. It got small. Okay, back to the overrind.
Spirals. Okay, I gotta think of something else.
Let's see. Another question. What's your go-to karaoke song? I feel like I've already said this, but there were a couple that I was singing. Basically, the things that I sung on my birthday. So I sung Hairspray, Good Morning Baltimore, which is always fun. I like campy songs. It's because it's nice to, you don't have to sing necessarily well to enjoy those things. You can put a little talky into it, so it's not as singy, which I'm not. I'm good at talky-ish, not as good at singy. If I had all the time in the world, if I had all the energy in the world, I would really love to do a bunch of things related to, I don't know, just fun things. Like, it would be fun to sort of have a singing coach at some point in my life, though I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Because I felt like I had the ability to maybe sing well, and I've lost it all due to a lack of practice. And it's fun, you know? I would love to hit them high notes. Okay, I feel like there's more I could do here, but do I continue is the thing. It would be fun to be more musical. Yeah, I feel like I could sing. I don't think I have the ability to really make music. It's just so beyond me. I made a song back in, I don't know, 2nd grade. But I'm pretty sure I like ripped off the tune from something I just don't remember. When I was but a naive child, I did a lot of unintentional plagiarism. Nothing, honestly, with like drawing. I don't think I ever did that with drawing somehow, but I was writing a story that was the plot almost word by word to this unheard of like middle school novel or something like that. And then like no one even called me out on it. I was just like, huh, I'm just literally copying the book, aren't I? I made it into like an Inuyasha version of the story, and it was set on modern day, so it was kind of hard to do. And there were some details that I changed just to make it like a little different, but I like had significant implications. Like, this girl in the book had acne. But I was like, I don't want her to have acne. She should have a scar instead. It's like, what? Where did she get that scar? And it was like, I think it was called Bus Ride. I probably told this story multiple times to Mordio, and maybe you guys would have remembered this too, but it was called Bus Ride, and they would just like meet on the bus. And it didn't really go anywhere. And then I think after 3 chapters, I was like, you know what? This is dumb. Why am I even doing this?
So I kind of figured that one out on my own. Unfortunately, I did get some people saying like, oh, what happened? What happened? Very nice people. It was not worth wondering about, though, any of my work. Plagiarism is the first step to creativity. It kind of is, I think. Yeah, I mean, like maybe not really plagiarism, but you know, how many people are just drawing, like little children, little guys are just drawing the same exact picture of Sonic over and over, you know? Quite a few. When I would copy pictures, I wouldn't copy them one for one. I try to keep changing things about them, like make them my own characters or whatever. But they would be in the same exact scenes. That was interesting. That was a time. Oh, I'm gonna have to do these shitty little lines. I put this on myself. Shitty little lines. You think taking something you like and putting your own spin on is a good way to flex some creative muscles? Yeah, I think so. Is there some way I can do this faster? Is there some way? I have some hatch brushes, but I don't think they're gonna work incredibly well. Well, hold on. It's not perfect. Is it good enough? I think I'm gonna. No, I think this is too important that I need to do this by hand, unfortunately. Ugh. I don't think I can cheat my way out of this one, or lazy my way out of this one. It's gonna be obvious. Despite how desperately I want to cheat my way. Okay, it's a little dense in this area here. I think I went too far. Maybe I'll just do 1 or 2 lines for that. That's also the problem with zooming in too far. You get too detailed and then it looks a little cluttered. There's a fine balance. And I think I'm gonna use a lot of these thick shadows to sort of avoid doing some of the big stuff. Maybe I should do that first. Then I can figure out where to put the lines after. Ooh, you know what I should sing again? Or not again, but like next time I do something like that karaoke? I should do the Fantastics. Has anybody heard of this musical? I made Morty watch it. I make Morty watch a lot of things. I kind of want to sing it now. But there's this, the problem is that there's like a lot of love songs, and so I'd be like singing to myself, which, you know, fine. But I suppose it's not as impressive. It's one of the things that I also like the movie version a lot more than the original cast in certain songs. But there's no good like version of it online. Every time I listen to it on YouTube, it's a clips version where the video eventually goes into like their shitty outro music. It's like, I came to listen to the song. I don't want to listen to your shitty outro music. You feel the same way with Cats 2019? What songs do you like better from there? I'm curious. I never watched it. Maybe it should be a watch along. I don't know. I feel like I should. I think not enough people are talk about it. You know? I feel like. I mean, yes, Drawfee talks about Cats a lot, but are we really talking about it? Because Taylor Swift was in that. A lot of famous, well-respected people were in that. And I feel like we should, I mean, yeah, people bully the movie a lot. But I think we should bully the celebrities a little bit again. I don't know, hot take. I think we should not let Taylor Swift forget her Cats 2019 era. I don't think we should let her. She can't get away with this.
Rum Tug Tugger song. Ooh. If you want to watch, want a movie night, some Cats.
I might. I just might. I think it should be required for her husband to like watch that song before marrying her. Not to have his mind changed or anything. Like, certainly not. I find happiness, you know? But just, I feel like we shouldn't forget it. We just simply can't forget it.
Set the date.
If you're down for a Saturday, I feel like that's the time where I can just like lay down and watch some bad movies. Or good. I don't know how you feel about it. How long is it? How long is Cats? Is it like absurdly long?
Excuse me.
Cats 2019. How long are you? How long?
110 minutes.
That's not long, right? It's almost 2 hours, but
I mean, like, it's an average movie length. Okay, so it's not so bad. It's 2 hours, but it feels long.
understood. Can hear me control Zing. All right. Time to look at it again. Okay, not bad. Not bad. This random bullshit is coming along. Super zoom. Okay, I think if we put some more in this area, maybe we can move on. And over here. All right, little poll for you guys. Because now I spent too long thinking in my head. What would this be like? If you were disgustingly rich, would your morals crumble? No. More or less like that. Would you be, oh yeah, super corrupt? That's nature. That's nature. Mildly, and my like corrupt, I mean like, you know, just hoarding your money a little bit too bit. I'd give it all away. No, I think those are the three options. I feel like, tell me. I'd like to think I'd be good, but I feel like I'd feel that temptation. You know, it's like a cursed object. You're not yourself anymore if you have that much money. If I like suddenly fell into this money, I don't know. I want to be good. I feel like I do a good job of being good right now, but just you shouldn't have that money, probably. You think you'd be good about it, but you don't think you'd give it all away. But would you, well, I guess the question is like, you wouldn't give it all away, but like, would you give enough of it away where you wouldn't be like rich? Because the thing is, once you're rich, you can just keep getting richer, right? Like, would you maintain the same amount of richness, or would you downgrade? Like, so I asked if you were gonna be disgustingly rich, but would you just be mildly rich? Would you have a $1 million home or a $10 million home? You know, and trust me, like when I say average houses, I mean like really nice houses. That's $1 million. Like picket fence, nice couple of rooms, whatever. Maybe you have an attic, maybe you have a basement, maybe it's finished. It's a lot of moolah. It's $1 million in a lot of areas. Well, I don't know. You don't trust yourself with money. That, you know, that's a fair assessment. I respect that. You would definitely lose a bunch on trying to get some original stories done. You're not looking to live in the blueprints matter no matter how much you like courtyards. Like if you were disgustingly rich though, would you like have a fully customized house, right? There's some really cool things that my dream house would have. And this is a hypothetical scenario where like You don't have to be like, I take care of my parents first, you know, I give some to family, blah, blah, blah. This is like, past that, you know, past that. You've already done it. And you still have an obscene amount of wealth. What you doing with it? You live in a place that just has a house that is standing at 550K plus. Your townhouse home was 650K. Ugh, God, I know. It's just like a nice house is easily $1 million. That's Canadian money right there. Like, security aside, security in your house aside, like, how bonkers would you make your place of residence, you know? I see a lot of cool DIY stuff in my feeds every now and then. And I don't want to do it myself. It looks achievable, but I just simply know nothing and don't have the capacity. I don't have the brain power to spare to like learn about hardware and junk. I just want to outsource that to everybody else. You know, I'll do my own art. This is my little vice right here. I learned how to do a lot of art related stuff on my own, but housing stuff, I will just get like a nice designer. I'll have someone else make my aesthetic home. You don't have money to do that. None of us do. But if you were obscenely rich, would you? You think you like a decently nice house with like one cool courtyard, but you're not interested in a multi-million-dollar manor. I mean, yeah, they're too big. See, here's the problem with manors. They're too big. See, I would want like a fancy house, but each room like I would want to be in multiple times. You know, like some of these rich houses, like you've never been to a room in like your life. And that's not what I want. I want every room to be cool. Swinging a hammer is not as hard as learning to draw good. I mean, you're probably right, but I feel like it's still more expensive. Maybe it's not hard to learn, but your mistakes are still costly, right? If I make a wrong move in art, I just Control-Delete that shit. But if I were doing like a house project, I could just mess up the foundation of my home, and that's it. This may be a harder skill to learn, but it sure feels safer than wielding a hammer and some nails. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? How you doing? I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, where'd you come from? But I don't know. It's from the internet, I guess. We're talking about being obscenely rich. If we were obscenely rich and what that would look like. Maybe? Wait, what do you mean maybe? You mean it for sure feels more expensive if you mess up at a housing thing, like tools and stuff. And then where do you keep all those tools? Then you need like a garage to keep all those tools. Then this is like crowding up space. I have my tablet and my drawing screen, and that's all I need. You're pretty good? That's good. How am I? I'm alright. I'm like trying to be entertaining, which is very hard. So now we're just talking about fantasies. We're doing a drawing right here that is hopefully gonna be a print at some point. So,
Oh, Storm, thank you for the roses. The hammer goes under your pillow to help you sleep. Emotional support hammer.
Okay, remind me not to rob you at night. You came from Central Europe. Oh, cool. Wait, what time is it over there then? I know usually European people don't come to little Mornio and Nova stream because we stream late for them. Or maybe just it's like really early. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my time zones wrong. 5:10 a.m. Right? It must be. That's pretty early. Are you gonna? What are you up to today? Okay, I gotta figure this out. I don't think this is a good place for the next area to go. The morning, yeah, makes sense. Do you have work today, or are you just hanging out? I have so many sick days right now. I'm so tempted to just like randomly use one every now and then. But I do feel a little bad because there's only one other person that can do my job. And like, I think having a mental rest day would be valid, but I don't do that. Oh, and even more since I reached 10 years at my job. So old. Should use most of those days. Making shit up, on this we'll agree. So my dad's retired. It's actually kind of weird to say because he still works sometimes when he feels like it, but he's one of those people who don't have a hobby. And I feel very sorry for the people who don't have hobbies. They simply do not know what to do with themselves. I know plenty of people who would love to retire early, but it's just like, what do you do? It doesn't like going out. So that's why he wants to keep working. Simply nothing to do. I feel like I don't have to worry about that once I'm of retiring age.
Hello. Wow. Hi, Jacob. How are ya? Would Freerun watch this stream? I think she would. Here, let me make sure I show you guys the full picture here. I have this layout of a poster here. Freerun would watch, you know, is Freerun a connoisseur of the arts? I can't say. Probably not. But I'm gonna say she would anyway because I don't care. I want to be conceited. You'd say you'd throw an eye on Twitch until you have to go to work. Oh, you said you would. All right.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you're hanging out here. I can fill your time before you go into work. I hope you have a wonderful day at work whenever that happens. I'm very lucky that I don't have to wake up super early. Oh my gosh. Keys, thank you. Thank you for roses. I don't know what to do. I have this image here, or this shape, but I don't know what to do with it. You throw rose instead of an eye. Oh, thank you. Oh, can you imagine if I had eyeball redeem? You guys would be throwing eyeballs at me 100%. Maybe I should do that for Halloween again. Oh, good news. Mordio told me that she has found that Twitch has a Linux version. So you guys can throw tomatoes at her whenever you want. Hopefully, if it works. It sounds like it will. But it won't just be me. And roses. You can throw her roses, of course. Okay, I'm a little lost here. What I should do. Maybe I should... What kind of shape would go here? Maybe a circle. Because I kind of missed the thing here where it would start swirling in on itself, as most filigree want to do. Oh, okay. Maybe I do a little shell shape. Sharp from your point of view. Yeah, maybe like, oh, maybe something like this. It is gonna start to encroach on the butterfly pattern that I eventually want to do here, but something like this shape could do pretty well, and then I can just fill in the space like that. It's a little crooked, but not bad. Good suggestion. Thank you, Leo. Then I'll just do like little shapes here. And why not? Why not add some circles? Then we'll sort of do these lines here. Erase. Okay. Feel decent about that. Let me add a little more detail here, and then we can move on to the next nonsense item. All right, let's take a look. Turn off the sketch layer. I think that's quite good. I might go, once I fill this in with color, I'm probably gonna try to add the stroke feature just to make it a little bit bulkier. Like, obviously this looks bad because it's not filled in, but another thickness of line could really work here, just to sort of mimic the rest of the line weight. But yeah.
Shows the duality of through the elements that extrude themselves into sinuous shapes and sharp angles that show the seriousness of Himmel the Hero. The hero Himmel.
Indeed, of course. That's not exactly what I was going for. Okay, so let's see. We have the butterfly shape, and then we have this like other shape right here. I'm probably gonna nix the little flowers that I have here because I'm gonna have the bottom half be mostly flowers, I think. I did put in this random shape here. I don't know how I feel about it. I think maybe I'll skip it and do the weapons first, and then I could move on. Okay. Whoa, my mouse is really fast. All right, now we got the hair ornaments. I think I'm gonna move this over. Oh, okay, I'll make a new layer and turn off the symmetry for now, because it's just not gonna work with double symmetry. Oops, I didn't realize that stroke layer was still on. Get rid of it. Get out of here. All right, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have to abandon this sketch layer. It's too close. Now this brooch has a lot of shapes already into it, so I'm just gonna more or less copy it. I'm not gonna be the most faithful, but enough where I feel like it makes sense for this particular layout. Oops. Pretty dog water at like designing fancy stuff. I have the Witch Hat Atelier art book. I recently got it maybe a couple weeks ago, and it's just, oh my god, it's so beautiful to look at. I really would love to reach a mastery and understanding of cloth like the artist does. It's so amazing. I probably will try to do some studies of the drawings on my own time. I used to do that back in college when I took art classes, and we would like sort of copy down master artwork drawings and sort of like feel how that would be. But being that I went in for graphic design, like you don't have to be a good artist to be a graphic designer, but I was an artist first before I was a graphic designer, so it was very much like in my wheelhouse to do those kind of things, and I really enjoyed doing them. I really miss life drawing classes. It's quite fun, and it's like one of the ways you get better at art. So there was a time where I got to be in this sort of, it was kind of like a club, I guess, but we did life drawing there. But I didn't get like the feedback I wanted. I think people were a little too nice for me. I wanted to be critiqued pretty badly. But I don't know, maybe if I actually got critiqued, I would have not liked it as much. Who knows? I'll never know. I went to it like once and then it disbanded pretty quickly. Love to get back into that. Could you throw out a suggestion about the butterfly? Sure. Whether or not I will take the suggestion, who knows? I am just sort of copying the reference I have here, but I probably should put more similarities to the rest of the stuff. Are you also an artist, Leo? Maybe if I like make part of that. Not really? That's okay. What is your suggestion? Part of this kind of reminds me of an ear. I can rotate the butterfly so it points towards the corner of the page. Excuse me. Let me turn off this other layer. Yeah, I think that could work. I'm gonna draw it straight on first before rotating it, but I think that's a pretty good suggestion. I think it will, like especially because I'm gonna be mirroring it in front of the H where there's not a lot of open space. So I think turning towards it, the corner elements is a good idea. So yeah, thank you, I'll try that. Volo, hello, welcome. Himmel, your beloved himbo. Would I consider Himmel a himbo? I'm not sure. Oh, thank you for roses. Thank you for roses. Oh, so sweet, so kind. I think Himmel had like perhaps himbo qualities, but I don't know if he's true himbo. I think he's actually quite smart and insightful, but he's got some attributes about him that could follow under a himbo category. You know, he's not completely serious. I think I want to do this abstract portion of the butterfly. I don't really care for the bottom half design, so I'm sort of just abstracting it. I think it needs a little more though. All right, now we're talking random lines. Cross-hatching has never been a strong suit of mine. But I'm like kind of into it right now, especially because of Witch Hat. I think it's such a good, it's so good. And it's like nothing but cross-hatching, so perhaps I will invest some skill points into doing that. You love the starling on my head? Thank you. I don't often put it on, so today I am. Today I'm feeling like a little starling mood. Okay, maybe I make this a little smaller. I think I'm gonna have to move some elements around here. Like, I do like the butterfly, but it's not working like at a perfect angle right here. So maybe I shrink maybe I shrink this corner piece. Excuse me. Let's shrink that a little bit and then move it around again. I'm sort of guessing at the symmetry here, so it's probably not going to be perfect, but I think that's okay. Okay, maybe the butterfly shrinks just a smidge. That's pretty good. I think... I think I need to... Oops, wrong layer. To put this positioning, like... Ooh, no. Then maybe shrink just a little more. It's all about shrinking. Maybe I make this part of the filigree, not the, okay, hold on. I want to make sure I'm getting the layers I want and nothing else. And then maybe I shorten this just like a little bit. Oops, oh no, I did take from the, oh, I know why. Duh, okay. One more time. Make sure I take all of this. Then shrink. And I can move it up just a little bit. Okay, I like that. I think that's good. You haven't drawn in a while and you can't consider yourself an artist, but you were told to throw in a suggestion so that someone else can have a different point of view. And I don't want to insult your artistic talent with this comment. I don't think you could. I feel pretty good about how it is, and I appreciate your suggestions, so no worries. I think I want to copy, just because I like the positioning I put it in previously, so I'm going to copy both of this. Oops. And then rotate it. That's better. I like that. Let's merge these layers. Okay, we have another filigree. Oh, it's 10:33? Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice. Wow. I really, I started to pick up the pace here. I think I'm gonna do this one more filigree and then I'll call it for tonight, but hey, I feel pretty good about this. I really didn't think I would. And I feel a little more at ease drawing the bullshit parts than I would like the flowers at the moment, so that's good. Oops, I turned off the symmetrical tool. Dang. I'll have to copy it, which sucks.
Someone save me.
Oh, save. I will. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me to save, Olo. Especially with the amount of detail that I'm doing, can you imagine if I didn't save this? I think I would cry. I think I would not do this drawing anymore. Such a helpful button. Very good redeem to have. You would cry if this was lost. We would just cry the loss of the picture. Cause yeah, I could do it again. But all that time, I'm sure this is not an accurate representation of how long I've worked on this, because CSP has the ability to tell you how long you've been doing a drawing, but it counts if you just have the, if the window is your main window. And often at times I'll just sort of leave my drawings up and not touch it. I'll just like look at it for a while, or I'll leave my computer and there's no, I don't know, it's just on it. I'm like having lunch or something. But it says I've been working on this for 3 hours, so that's somewhat accurate. There would be a library-wide funeral for the drawing, yeah. So like I was telling Mordio, I do feel pretty excited about this drawing, and I wasn't sure if I would be. Cute thought on that note. Yeah, sure, I'll hear. Let me hear the cute thing. I love cute things. So describe to your birds yours and Mordio's staves if we were in Freerin. That's a great question. I'm kind of poopy at weapon design though. Well, I know you're like a master at it, so maybe you would design me. Maybe I would hire you to design me one, like a cool looking staff. I don't really have an answer for you, but I will show, I will doodle real quick the stave that well, it's not really a magic staff, it was more like a pole arm, but it was very magic-y. So this is the staff design I made for one of my characters. It had like a sharpen here and then a glowing gem in the middle. Right here. I think it had like a design like this in the middle as well. That was like red. It was like silver and red. And then, I don't know, I had some bullshit over here. And then it was just kind of long. So it was a very like simple design. I think I made one for my Star Warrior at some point, but don't remember it. And I think it was like kind of similar to this. But anyway, that was like the first weapon design I ever made. Yeah, I would, because you have like so much knowledge about this type of thing. I certainly don't. And you can like recall things about weapons in other games that I would not be able to. So I feel like you'd be a surefire person for me to call upon if I were ever interested in that type of thing. I had considered like maybe what would I have as a sort of like an implement, and then it was sort of an idea of having some kind of pen related thing, but I don't know, it never panned out, and I'm just like, I don't know, I have random magic-y like stuff about me, but perhaps not an implement. But it would be interesting to sort of like think about what it would be. I would be a terrible mage though. I'm not particularly skilled in anything that I think would make me a good mage. Is that a crab claw? It might be. Do you tend to horrify people with how far back your memory could go? I mean, that just sounds useful to me. Okay, I feel like I need just like a little bit more on this, and then I'll be good with this portion. Maybe this will do it. But what if magic was dependent on drawing? Then I'd have the skills. Maybe, cause like if it's a Witch Hat Atelier version, I don't think I would, because it's very like geometric, and I guess I have somewhat of a steady hand, but I don't know, it's a lot of geometry. Let's take a look at this again. See the progress we made. Okay, there's definitely still areas that feel bare, but I think we can... I'm gonna do a second pass on the lighter areas and sort of fill that out. This is something I've never really done before, so I'm gonna have to spend time figuring it out, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. Let me get this part on the other side. Okay, that feels more or less right. I might tweak the letters here to just go a little lower, just so it's not interfering with anything. I wonder if I would mess it up if I do it like right now. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. And then we're gonna get even more detail with like the flowers that are gonna go around here and everything. So I think it's gonna be good. Let me put this above Himmel here. Wonderful. Okay, I think this is really good progress. So I'm probably gonna call it here. Let me just catch up on chat real quick. But there's a Final Fantasy Scholar I forget what that abbreviation is, book that would be good fit for you to use as a tome for majoring. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty established that you would have some kind of book to do magic out of. That's like one of the first drawings I did. Yeah. All right, that's it for today. Let me tell you about the rest of the week. It's actually going to be pretty sparse, except for some very exciting stuff, which on Thursday, we're going to be doing the second game of our new TTRPG, stream TTRPG called Where Chaos Reigns. We have 5 players and 1 GM being Mordio, and it's really exciting so far. I'm like very excited to do more roleplay as Chalice, my unicorn PC. So that's gonna be fun. And I cannot stress enough that I want you here on Friday at 6 p.m. EST because I'm going to be doing a game show. I'm hosting the game show, in fact, and it's going to be a match your mate sort of game. I have 4 streamers paired off into 2s. They are friends as well as streamers, and I'm going to see how well they know each other. It's gonna be super fun. Maybe gonna be like an hour and a half. I'm not really sure. It's gonna be the first of hopefully many of the game shows that I'm going to be trying to host. So I hope to see you there. That's 6 p.m. EST on this channel, Mordio and Nova. Subscribe, follow, all that jazz, whatever. Plug. All right. Now that we're done with that, it's time to find someone to raid into. So let me go see who I want to put you in. Let's see. We're gonna go into someone new. I love going to someone new for art streams. And I'm going to give you the raid message in Twitch. Raid message. Let me just figure out who I'm gonna go to. How about Gumi Bun? We're gonna go to Gumi Bun. All right, I will see you later, my starlings. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have a great tomorrow. Bye-bye!